Hello? Hello?
If you are
Hey!
talking, I can't hear you just yet.
I couldn't hear you, and now I can. I'm here.
That's okay. I found it. Hello. Uh-oh. You are cutting out like crazy.
I have one bar of service. That's probably why.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're back. Hi, Laura. How you doing?
Hi, Colin. I'm wandering around Princeton, which has literally almost no cell service.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So,
Yeah, what
whoops.
is I asked to record yesterday and you're like, "Yeah, I can do that." And then like 2 hours later you were like, "I'm going on an adventure with my kid. Fuck you."
No, that's not what happened. I knew I was going on the adventure, and I just was like, yeah, because I'm going to put her down to bed, and then I'm going to have, until I go to bed with my own suite. Because I booked a hotel with a suite.
Okay.
Boy. And then when I got to said hotel with a suite, what they meant was it has a room with a couch and a bed.
Oh,
there was no.
That's what qualifies as a suite these days.
Apparently.
Well.
I just kind of assumed it meant that there was more than one room, but I was sadly mistaken.
Yeah. Wow. What a sad mistake to make. So, what are you doing in Princeton?
Oh, is that a dog? Literally just a dog. That's fine. We'll give him space. Hi, Ellie. He doesn't want to say hi to you, but you can wave to him. Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Thanks for letting me know.
It's never too early to teach kids about consent, especially with dogs.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we do that all the time. So this week, Maria, our absolutely wonderful, literal unicorn of a human being, is going to see her family for 6 weeks, which is really exciting for her and really sad for us. So there's a week between when she left, which was Friday, yesterday, 2 days ago, and when our temporary nanny starts. And so I took a week of vacation.
Hell yeah.
So that I could take care of the baby.
Wait a minute.
And also just have a week of vacation.
When does this week of vacation begin?
Yesterday.
Guess when my week of vacation began?
Yesterday.
Yeah. Did we just accidentally plan this? I mean, we live far enough away that it probably doesn't matter. But we accidentally have the same week off?
That's very strange.
That's
actually.
Very strange.
I know, you said you were like, oh, I have the whole week off. And I was like, I'm not going to drop that ID to you yet.
Oh,
Ellie,
wow.
Isn't she pretty?
That's so fucking interesting. Well, I mean, you took the week off because you love your family. You want to spend time with your family. You're just a wholesome person that loves the life you've created. I took the week off to play a video game that partly released this month anyway. Now listen, on one hand, I've been playing a lot of Halo Infinite multiplayer. It's very good. It's very, very, very good. But also, I requested time off this week to play a fuck ton of Halo. And then they were like, we're going to release it early by surprise. And then they did. And I was just like, well, fucking okay. There goes all my other time. But yeah.
So here, let me explain to you what my week looks like. But I think what also I'm learning is that we should play Halo this week because we're both off.
100%. I will once again remind you, just in case, co-op is not a thing. Co-op does not exist yet. But we can play. We can play multiplayer, and there is a multiplayer playlist that is just against bots, and the bots are not that difficult, but you still play the games. It's
that sounds great.
Whenever I'm having a very bad day on Halo and I just need to unwind, I go play that too. It's like when you're in a bad mood and you fire up the campaign on easy with Grunt Birthday Party on, and you just go and mow down enemies with grenades and watch them explode into piles of confetti. It's a release.
That sounds great.
But yeah, it's free to play. You don't need Game Pass, so.
Nice. I don't actually think we have our. I think I'm lying to you. We definitely have our Xbox set up, but it is not a new Xbox. So I'm assuming that
it works.
Didn't just release it for the newest yet.
Nope. Yeah.
Can you imagine if they were like, sorry?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
only play this on the console that you can't get right now.
That's exactly what PlayStation was doing. We're like, we have all these PS5 exclusives, and then the shortages became very apparent, and they very quickly pivoted to, we'll make PS4 versions for this.
Yep.
Yeah, but at least with this, it's not an afterthought. Like, they've been developing for, the 2013 Xboxes as well, and apparently it runs pretty well on those. But also, I have, not to tell tales out of school, I've seen your husband's gaming rig, and I think you could probably with all this time off you got, you could probably squeak on in there.
God, I mean, you're probably right, but me playing a PC game would not go particularly well. Ellie, we're gonna go this way.
Oh, so you can use controllers on PC and you can use mouse and keyboard on the Xbox. I have I have multiple Xboxes.
Of course you do.
So I have a Series S hooked up to my computer, as I think I've mentioned before. But I was like, one day I sat down, like, I'm going to try practicing mouse and keyboard. Fun fact, the first time I really sat down and played Halo was on mouse and keyboard. It was Halo for PC. That's how I learned how to play first-person shooters. And then just ended up switching to console. And I was like, it'll be like riding a bicycle. And to quote Pavel Chekhov from Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan, it was not. And holy shit, man, I am so rusty with mouse and keyboard. The fact that it's crossplay is fun so that my friends that are M&K players, like, can play with me. But, like, here's the thing. I'm better than some of these friends at video games. When it comes, like, if you put us on controller, we are there is a clear delineation of skill, and then you put them on mouse.
Talk to me like that about me like that. That was a joke. It was a bad joke.
Yeah,
right, we're moving on. Delete that.
It's fun to watch you like
Control Z.
You tried to pull the eject handle, and it just like got stuck, and you just kept pulling it.
Yeah.
But no, I would love to play with you.
Me.
I'm gonna try to get Rebecca to play a bit. But yeah, you can play on controller on his PC. You'll get that crispy, high quality performance. And you know what's great about this game is it has like training modes. There are like bots that you can just shoot at on a shooting range, and like a mode where you can give yourself any gun on any map with any kind of bots and just practice. And it has helped me get more comfortable with mouse and keyboard, but I'm still not there yet. But the actual campaign is releasing this week. Bungie's 30th anniversary is happening, so Destiny's doing some shit. And there are rumors of a Halo crossover with Destiny that I don't think is going to happen, but we'll see. I also didn't think Halo Infinite was going to release 3.5 weeks early, but fucking it's what the fuck ever. Here we are. But yeah, been a lot of Halo. So how's Princeton?
It's very cute. I've never been before. I was supposed to go see my best friend Nia, but her husband and my husband, and then her baby and her all got sick.
Oh, dear.
So we decided that was probably not the best thing to do.
Yeah, nope, that makes sense.
So far, knock on wood, me and Ellie are not sick. And I'm hoping that it stays that way for sure.
Yeah.
Charles has been wearing a mask around home. It's not COVID, but it's like a pretty crappy cold.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to go see Nia. So very last minute on Friday, I decided that I should still take her on an adventure.
Yeah.
So I booked a hotel in Princeton. And then I was considering, like, did I want to go down, like, early yesterday? Yes, okay, we're going to walk up some very echoey stairs. This is going to be perfect for a recording.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, do I want to, like, go down early and just spend the whole day? And then I was like, I don't want to worry about, like, napping. Because the hotel check-in's not till 4.
Yeah.
And, like, what am I going to do? Have her nap, like, in a stroller? That's not her jam. So we came down after nap. So we got here around 4 o'clock yesterday. And it was already kind of getting dark and cold. And I was like, ooh, this is not going to be great. But we had a nice time. We wandered around. There's this really incredible toy store. So we started there, which was very fun.
Okay.
Big fan of that.
You need to describe the incredibility of this. Like, what credence is it breaking?
It was just like, gosh, you know, the toy store, the game shop that the twins open in Harry Potter? No, you don't, because you hate Harry Potter. And like the 4th book or the 5th book, I want to say.
Hold on, I'm going to take 10 minutes to once again express my feelings about Harry Potter.
No, I know your feelings on Harry Potter. Anyway, the twins open this like really amazing toy store where like everything is jam-packed and like there's things that make noise and sparkle and twinkle like all over the place. And I walked in, I was like, oh my God, we're here.
So it's like what toy stores are depicted as in like 80s movies and stuff, and not what toy stores are today, which is here's some Lego and here's everything else goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like legitimately like It was like a TV show. Ellie, we're crossing the street, so we have to go straight across, right? Good job.
Is she walking next to you, or is she in a stroller?
She is walking next to me. She's holding my hand. I know.
Why are you talking to me when you I would be so scared that the child is not that self-sufficient. You obviously know better than I do. I haven't talked to her in months, which in baby time is years.
Very, very long. Yes.
Yeah.
No, she has come quite a ways since you saw her.
Yeah, she was doing a couple headers last I saw her.
No, she's getting much more stable on her feet, which is good. Not falling over all the time. Although she did, not yesterday, a couple days ago, whatever day it was. I was sitting on the couch with a cup of coffee, and she was sitting with me, and Charles was playing games in his chair in the living room. So we were all hanging out in the living room. Mm-hmm. And she went to flop over and managed to kick my coffee cup out of my hand. And it flew halfway across the living room and then spilled and splashed all the way into the dining room and far into there. And I was like, wow, that's incredible. And then 3 seconds later, maybe I was looking at the damage being like, oh God, now I have to clean my entire carpet. Sorry. And then all of a sudden she went face first off the couch onto the wood. I was like, oh my God. So she started crying. There was coffee, it splashed up the wall. So the way we have our living room situated now, the couch is against the bigger set of windows looking into the dining room. And there's a big, double wide open door.
Yeah.
And it splashed up onto the wall on the left of the door, which I didn't see until later, but it was a mess. And then Ellie was on the floor crying, and Charles was sitting there. He gasped. He put his controller down, gasped, and covered his mouth, and sat there for 30 seconds and watching this disaster happen. And I was like, no, yeah, that makes sense.
I like that he's just sitting there staring at it. Imagine staring at a kid that just fell, and you're like, is it alive? What's it doing?
Well, I got up to take care of her, and I think that he was like, well, this is your mess that you have to clean up. Which was fair. And he just goes, watching that was watching the infomercial for the guy that's trying to put stuff in his car. He just keeps dropping everything over and over again.
He just watched you drop your kid in black and white with a big red X over the whole situation.
Yes, that is what happened.
Laura, you're getting sentenced to 12 months in prison for black and white negligence.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, so yeah, we're just hanging out. Anyway, she fell. And then yesterday I was getting dressed, and she likes to play on my bed sometimes when we do that. And most of the time she kind of flops and likes to be on the pillows and plays with Charles' iPad and is pretty okay. And obviously I'm turning around and checking her every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But I turned around to get a shirt out of the drawer. And I turned back, and she was mid-roll off the bed. And she, normally isn't facing the right direction to have rolling be a problem. But she managed to get herself in, the perfect position and log rolled, right off the bed. And I caught her. She had fallen, 6 inches.
Wow.
And I was like, huh!
Full Spider-Man.
Just did a lunge and catch.
Yikes. That's...
Yeah, so...
Why do kids feel the need to hurl themselves off of things?
I don't know. I mean, normally when she tries to get off the bed by herself, she'll turn herself around and then push her legs off. She'll lie on her stomach and then scooch back.
I mean, that's kind of what I have to do as well, but you know.
Yeah, and that's fine, if we're talking about the couch because it's not that high, but our bed is comically high.
Yeah. Because
we accidentally put the frame together wrong.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I didn't sleep in your bed when I was there.
It's a very comfortable bed.
I will never know.
Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, it's been an adventure. We're here in Princeton for the day. We're actually going to take her home soon.
Mm-hmm. So I actually have I have an embarrassing question.
Oh yeah.
Where's Princeton?
Ellie thinks that's an embarrassing question. She said me.
I am Princeton.
You're saying nay.
Oh.
She's pointing to a horse and saying nay. You're so hard.
Oh my God. Well, let's tamper it down a little bit. The horse can't understand her, can it?
I mean, no.
Okay, let's take it one step at a time.
All right, listen. She's a genius, and there's nothing you can say to change my mind.
Okay, fair enough. I'll stop trying.
Princeton is in New Jersey,
okay.
And it's 45 minutes away from my house, and that's really all I know.
Fair enough. What prompted the trip aside from I have the time to adventure? Why was this the destination of adventure?
I wanted somewhere close by because oh, whoa, that's a really big penguin. Yes.
What? Are you in a zoo?
No, we're standing outside the toy store, but it's not open until noon.
Oh, okay. These are not real horses and penguins.
No, these are toys.
I thought she was talking to a real horse.
No.
I fully believe she was talking that she saw a horse down the road or something. Like, what? I was like, oh, it's got to be a police horse, but you can't explain away a police penguin quite as easily.
You don't have police penguins there in upstate New York?
I guess
they've got there by now.
I guess not. Must be more of a tropical thing.
That should really be a thing. That'd be so great.
You can't run away from them going downhill. They'll just slide right up to you.
That's true. But yeah, so I chose Princeton because it's close by. I was asking some of my coworkers. I was thinking about taking her to New Hope, which is right across the border in Pennsylvania, and it's a really cute little town. But all the Airbnbs were like, either you get one private room for like $150 a night, or you can stay in your own Airbnb for like $300. And I was not interested in spending a lot of money.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's nice then. I should do something like that. I had the opposite experience where because I have sold my car, I need to make sure that Rebecca's not using her car if I want to do something. And yesterday, Rebecca was gone all day, so I was just kind of around the house, which is generally what I do anyway. But with this time off, sometimes I'm like, I want to get out of the house, even if it's just to go shopping or go, drive somewhere, whatever. Every once in a while, I like to do it. And yesterday, I was like, I'm all by myself. What am I going to do? Oh, nothing. It's nothing again. I did unclog 2 separate vacuums, so it was a pretty productive day.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, when Rebecca got home, I had to tell her, hey, Rebecca, I know you had a lot of ribbons, but the Roomba decided you don't have ribbons anymore. So I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Just in time for her to wrap presents for her kids.
No.
So I'll probably have to buy her some more ribbons. I also somehow left the fridge open overnight, so I also have to buy mayonnaise.
Groceries?
Yeah, some of the stuff is cold.
Although of all the things, I feel like does mayonnaise really go bad?
Okay.
I mean,
well, yeah,
it's
made of eggs, but here's
But it's stored on the non-refrigerated shelf in the grocery store.
Until it's opened, and then you need to refrigerate it. And
you
better believe there's no such thing as unopened mayonnaise in my presence.
You got to be making all those aiolis.
So here's the thing. I think it's fine.
Oh, God.
The stuff wasn't even room temperature, It was like still a little chilly. But Rebecca is very afraid of food poisoning, like extremely afraid of having food that will go bad. So I'm going to replace... She almost had me throw out my meat, but the meat was actually still chilled. And I'm like, meat can actually be warm for a little bit before it's a problem. Nothing was miscolored or expanded, and it was still chilled, so it was fine. But
we can't take this with us, Bubba.
To appease her, I am going to replace all of the white creams in our fridge.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, so just to keep things rolling smoothly. Sound carries through this house pretty readily, so I'm hoping she didn't hear me say that. We'll see. I set up some stuff in my little... Oh man, that's right. I fucking moved. We have it. Yeah. I'm in a fucking townhouse now because I am a fancy pants adult with money. It's moving.
Tell me about your place.
The place is very nice. It's
nice.
2 stories, 2 bedrooms. Living room has a sliding door out to a balcony. Put a cat door that goes down to the basement, so their stinky business is all downstairs.
Whoa! Now that's the fanciest thing you can say.
Well, yeah, it is because I have a $500 automatic litter box and a cat door leading to it. So basically, every 2 days I change a bag, and that is the extent of my cat poop maintenance.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's just so nice, and the smell doesn't exist. There's no cat smell.
Yeah.
It's just such an improvement. There have been a couple problems, and I will enumerate them for you now.
I am prepared.
One of them was we needed a washer and dryer, and we found a washer and dryer, $100 each. Really nice, really big, really good. We get them. We asked the landlord, hey, can we use this kind of washer? Can we use a gas dryer? They're like, yep, you're good. And we're like, cool. And then we go buy it, we get it, we bring it to the place. and we go to move them downstairs. Washer gets downstairs, no problem. The dryer, a little too chunky. We have to disassemble part of the dryer and rip off part of the door frame to get it down the stairs. And by get it down the stairs, I mean, essentially, I was below the dryer on the stairs, using my body to stop it from falling. Could have gone very badly. We get it down there, and there's no way to hook up the gas dryer. And then we talk to the property manager, and they're like, oh yeah, no, you can't use gas dryers. And I'm like, are you telling me that I just spent $100 to destroy my door frame and have my partner hurl a dryer down a set of stairs at me so that I can't use it?
Able to use it.
And the answer was yes. And this might sound a little petty, but I think my biggest problem with this was the washer was fine. There was no need to get a new washer. But now we need to find a mismatched dryer. And I hate that. I hate that.
No, I'm with you.
Long story short, we have a basement with 2 dryers in it.
I mean, did you get your washer dryer from a Facebook Marketplace situation, or did you get it from a place? Yeah, okay.
Well, no, because
I was gonna say a lot of places will have the same dryer in a gas or electric.
Yeah, no,
model.
There were some folks, some rich lady in Saratoga was like, yeah, my work just gave me a new washer and dryer, so here, take this one. We're like, yeah, and we're like,
what work do you do?
Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. But her husband was clearly drunk and or hungover, so I was just sort of like marveling at them being awkward trying to give us their appliances. But yeah, so now we have 2 dryers, and one of them is just pointless and sitting there taking up a ton of space.
That's so miserable.
Here's another problem, and this is less a problem with the building than it is my cats, which is
Sorry, pulled my finger very quickly.
When you make that sound, okay, you've told me stories about you trying to take your kid out of a stroller and everything exploding. And also you trying to drink coffee and your kid John Wicking off the couch and everything exploding. So when you're carrying your kid around a strange city with no backup and I hear, I'm like, oh.
Kids on the ground.
I'm never seeing Ellie again, am I?
She's trying to steal Christmas decorations from the town. Ellie, we got to put this back. Come with me. Ellie, come. Yay! She's walking on her own, man. I'm not carrying her.
I will say, what you're describing, it sounds like you hanging out with your 1.5-year-old daughter and me hanging out with my partner are very similar experiences around Christmas time. So the other thing, so we have a balcony with a sliding door, right? And we were hoping to lock down one of the places that has like a little fenced-in backyard area, not big, but like, enough for the cats. But they just weren't available. They were like an extra like $150 a month or something, and we were just like, this is totally fine. We're totally fine with this.
Yeah.
Cats love the new place. Odo has lost a little weight from going up and down the stairs. I got an automatic feeder that limits their food. So all in all, cat stuff is good. Take them out on the balcony. Or rather, I didn't want to take them out on the balcony, and Rebecca took them out on the balcony. And Odo immediately walks off to the left of the balcony, through the railing, and onto this little 3-inch brick ledge. He's like 8 feet away, maybe 10 feet off the ground. Can't reach him. And I just get an intercom on the HomePods from Rebecca like, Colin, I need you to come downstairs. And so Odo's trapped out on the brick ledge.
Have a good one. I'm listening. Sorry, Ellie was meeting a kid that was her age.
That's fine. Yeah, so Odo immediately walked out on a brick ledge, and Rebecca had to call me downstairs to go get him. Fucking dumb fat cat that he is, he tried to turn around. The ledge is so small, he just like pasted himself up against the wall before realizing he couldn't turn around. I had to like clap my hands, and it took him like a good minute to shimmy backwards 8 feet so I could pick him up.
Oh no.
And I was like, all right, Rebecca, we need, I didn't want to take the cats out. We need to put stuff on the railing so that they can't get out before we take them out again without precautions. And she's like, okay. And then like a week later, she calls me downstairs again. She's like, Colin. And I come downstairs. Jayla did the same thing in the other direction, and she's on the neighbor's balcony. So I had to climb over onto the neighbor's balcony and get the cat back. So God, like I don't know why she
Yikes.
doesn't get it, but that's what cats do. And I'm like, we can't just
Yeah.
let him out. One last interesting story about the new place. And eventually I'll show you real video pictures of it. Maybe this week. Who knows? Because we're both off.
Yeah.
But last thing that happened, Rebecca's been sourcing furniture. She somehow has gotten like a whole set of matching IKEA stuff for the living room for like a total of $300. I don't know how the fuck she does this.
Wow. Ellie says wow too.
But she
thinks that's
yeah,
amazing.
she has found 5 pieces of furniture that all match, and like it's insane.
That's incredible.
All
actually.
IKEA. And I think I told you I had problems getting Spectrum connected here, my internet provider, because of like some fucking dumbass that didn't disconnect their shit and everything.
Yeah.
And
you did.
Rebecca finds one of these pieces of IKEA furniture at an adjacent complex, like a place that's nearby that's cheaper and smaller. And as we're driving over there to get it, she's like, "Oh, weird! This person actually just moved out of our townhouse complex, right?" And I had a sinking feeling in my head. I knew it was going to happen. And as soon as we see the person, they start chatting. We take the IKEA furniture from the person. And Rebecca asks, "Did you happen to live in this number, the number where we live?" So I have met the person that forgot to cancel their Spectrum.
No.
Ruined my fucking week and took the furniture that they moved out of this place and we moved it right back in.
Wow.
So that was a fun
Could've just
coincidence.
left it.
Could have just left it.
Nice.
So when we move out of here, I'll just leave it for the next person.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But all in all, no, it's lovely. I got got everything set up. My room is all set up. Downstairs isn't fully put together, but like, we desperately need more counter space, so we're on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
But like,
Nice.
it's functional. I got all my shit set. The floors are a little saggy in the middle. So I honestly just got a level and a bunch of cardboard, and I just like leveled all my furniture by putting cardboard under it, and it's fine.
Nice.
So it's fucking whatever. But no, moving sucked. The place is fantastic. Love it. Love this place.
I just turned around and Ellie had taken off one of her shoes. Okay, we're gonna put on your shoe again, okay?
Oh my God, Ellie, why is she's got chaotic energy today.
Oh yeah, she just has chaotic energy now. She's like turning into a real toddler, where like she discovered the word and meaning of no.
Oh no.
Which has been fun.
Well, yeah, you're getting close to, they call it the terrible twos.
The terrible twos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You're getting there. Oh, Lord,
I
toddling.
We're the terrible 1.5s right now.
Mm.
It's not terrible at all. It's really, really fun.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well,
but it's pretty funny because like now she says no to things, but it's not just like, she doesn't just say no. She goes, no, 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 no. You're like, Ellie, do you want to put on your shoes? And she goes, no, 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 no. As if it's like the worst thing I've ever asked her to do. Oh, yeah, like that.
Oh my
Ellie,
God.
can I change your diaper? Like, can I change your diaper? No, no. Okay.
No, no.
That's good because I don't actually need to. That was a test. That was a test.
All right, we're testing the baby alarm. Not the alarm for the baby, the baby's internal alarm.
Oh, you don't want to touch that bike. It's somebody else's. Yeah. She is so much fun right now, though. It's just like, it is total chaotic energy, but like really wonderful.
Mm-hmm. You getting your steps in, trying to make sure that she doesn't rip down ornaments and sprint across the street.
Yep, pretty much.
God.
Ellie, we're not going to go in here because this is a place that sells food and we do not need more food.
I noticed.
We went to PJ's Pancake House for breakfast this morning, which if you were a place called PJ's Pancake House and you specialized in pancakes, wouldn't you be prepared for small children to eat at your restaurant?
Yeah, especially with a name like PJ, sounds like a kid family place.
And no high chairs. No high chairs available.
Really?
So I had to put her in a booster seat, which is like better than nothing, but she's not.
She's not that big.
She's not that big yet, and she doesn't like you can't strap them into a booster seat.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a little nervous about that. It worked out just fine.
That's what Ellie needs is another layer of seating that can be moved and dropped.
Right. Yeah. But we got pancakes. Obviously, I got pancakes for her. Okay, can we go this way, baby? No, that's rusty. That's rusty. We don't want to touch that.
I'm telling you, this is exactly what it's like to shop with Rebecca around the holidays.
Rebecca, that's rusty. Don't touch it.
No, you can't rip down this person's decorations and take them.
She's currently playing with, you know, those like the foldable signs that are like the same on both sides. They're like big and plastic.
Yeah.
And they just go out in front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she found one and she fits underneath it. And so she's just walking in circles. So she'll go under it and then she'll back out slowly and then she'll go back around and then she'll come out the other side. We're going to leave this sign where it is, though, baby. Anyway, booster seats only. I got her banana pancakes, and they came out with, I got a half stack, which was 3 pancakes that are about the size of my dinner plates. And I was like, how in the world is this a half a stack of pancakes? Ellie, no.
I mean, stack implies verticality. They just seems like they were wider than expected.
Yes.
Wow. Was that a sound of protest?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. So anyway, she ate like most of them, which was kind of incredible. And then now we're just wandering around, which is really lovely. But we've had a good time. She's definitely chaotic.
Yeah,
She's a chaotic kid.
That's kids for you. That's how that'll be. I have been having a hard time trying to parse exactly what my cats want, because they'll park themselves at the top of the stairs and just scream their heads off at me. And then lead me downstairs into the middle of an open room and stand still. And I'm like,
right.
What? I don't know.
They're trying to tell you about the ghosts, obviously.
Yeah, man. I just haven't figured it out. And every time if I walk by the top of the stairs, let me tell you, Odo is a chunky cat. It's funny to see him run anyway. It is really funny to see him sprint down the stairs. Like, it looks like he's going to break his neck at the bottom. He's just going so fast.
That's amazing.
But, yeah. I had something else I wanted to say, and I totally fucking forgot.
Well, I am now carrying my child. I did not bring the stroller with me today, because yesterday when I had it with me, she didn't want to sit in it.
Yeah.
So I ended up just kind of like folding it up and strapping it onto my back because it has a shoulder strap.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was carrying a diaper bag, a heavy stroller, and a heavy child. I was like, I'd rather just carry the heavy child.
Yeah, that seems like less work overall.
I'm going to continue to hold your hand, my love.
I'm trying to think of what else happened this month. I was just recovering from the move.
This month was my birthday month.
It was, yeah.
So I had a birthday.
How
was fun.
How was the birthday?
It was fine. Birthday! Ellie just said birthday really cute. Ellie, nope, we're gonna keep going. Whoa, we're running in this direction now. Yeah, it was fun. We didn't do too much.
I mean, that's the Colin Ketchen birthday style right there. I fully support that.
She literally just pulled an ornament off the tree and broke it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Ellie, okay, my little chaos agent. Here we go. I fixed it. Okay. Can you hold my hand, baby? So my parents came down for my birthday. And my mom had texted me a couple days in advance being like, what do you want to eat for dinner? And I was like, why don't I make buttered chicken?
Mm-hmm.
And you can watch the baby while I cook. And she was like, that sounds great. Cool. And what that turned into was I was cooking buttered chicken with Ellie on my hip, because I would put her down and be like, Mom, can you watch the baby? And she'd be like, oh yeah, of course. And then she would just sit down with a glass of wine in the living room and then completely ignore the baby. And then she would run to me, obviously. And then I would have to pick her up. And so we did that a bunch of times. I was like, Mom, can you just watch the baby? I am cooking dinner for the whole family on my birthday with the expectation of not having to take care of the baby.
Why was that such a problem for her?
I don't know. I genuinely couldn't tell you. I think it's partly because she thinks that Eleanor is a little bit more
self-sufficient,
independent than she is. Yeah. But like the fact that I kept on asking, like, it's not like I was just expecting my mom to take care of the baby and then like it didn't happen and I was angry. Like, I was very explicitly asking her to take Eleanor from me. And she was like, yeah. But like it didn't happen. So that was quite frustrating.
Yeah. No,
and then
I
at one point I basically was like, Mom, you can either like let Eleanor roam and close all the doors because then she can get into the bathroom and Charles' office and everything. Mm-hmm. Or you can just follow her. Like, she can go into the bathroom. That's not a problem, but she has to be supervised if she's in there. And at one point I suddenly heard the toilet door slam. Or the toilet lid slam, and I found Eleanor just like playing with the toilet by herself, and I was like, "What is happening?" So that was a lesson, I guess.
Yep. I mean, it sounds low key as you can get with a chaos agent running around and people unwilling to stop the chaos from happening.
Yeah. It was very lovely overall. It was just a tad bit frustrating in the moment. And Charles and my dad were having a conversation. I was like, Charles, can you please be paying attention to what's happening? He's like, why didn't you just ask your mom? I was like, I did! So.
Not only do you work 40 hours a week for Apple, but then this. Oh, man.
The rest of the hours a week.
Did you fucking see the article that The Verge published called Apple's
I did.
Yeah. Did you read it?
I did. I did read it.
Every fucking thing in that article is so true. Like,
I know.
It is 100% accurate. You're not the only friend I still talk to that works at Apple. I have friends in a few different stores around the country. And like
Yeah.
for the stuff that I hadn't experienced, and the article opens up with some grody shit about like horrible mistreatment by managers, and I was like, if they hadn't name dropped the store they were talking about, I would have thought I knew exactly who they were discussing. Like it is so. It's heartbreaking to me because I know it's true. Every time I read one of those, like, this is what it's really like to work inside big bad company, I'm like, this must be exaggerated a little bit. And this is the first time I was able to read one and be like, this is extraordinarily accurate.
I mean, I think it's so unfortunate because that is obviously not the experience that I've had working at Apple. Right?
No,
like,
it is not the experience you've
I would
had at
not
all.
still be there. Yeah, if that was happening to me.
It is 100% the experience I have had, and I have spoken to others who have had it. And it's
I think that's the part that sucks.
And I think what I'm most afraid of is that what's going to happen in stores. And if this happens, I like am asking all my friends to fucking push back against it, because I know what's going to happen is the managers are going to say, we've all seen the story. We want to take it seriously, but let's try to remember why we're here. And that is not what we're trying to do. And they're going to immediately minimize it, downplay it, and quell discussion of it with that line of conversation. Yeah. And if any manager does that, somebody needs to push the fuck back and say like, no, we need to have more open dialogue about this, because Apple doesn't want that. But God, it's so true.
Yeah, we started, I wasn't there for it because I worked later in the afternoon, but apparently they started having a discussion about it in the morning, and apparently it was very awkward.
Yeah, because the managers are told to stop that kind of thing from spiraling out of control. Which, also speaking from experience, it's the same thing that they do. It's union busting tactics. It's the same kind of conversational methods to get people to stop discussing something that isn't in the company's financial interests. Because guess what's not in the company's financial interest?
Ever being upset.
Yeah.
So I can't speak to the conversation because I wasn't there for it, but I felt really bad because I was talking to one of our leads who used to be a manager at a different store, who intentionally took a demotion and went further away from home because the situation, his existing store was like really shitty.
Yeah.
And we were just talking a little bit about it, and like, you know, I am not a specialist level position. Like, I have a really close relationship with the managers in my store. Like, we have some pretty open conversations that they don't have with the rest of the team. And I just felt bad because he was like, I just read this and it's like absolutely heartbreaking. And he was like, I just hope that like I wasn't that kind of leader. And I was like, you weren't.
Yeah.
You are not the issue here.
And that's the dichotomy, is the people that are either having good experiences and are bought in are going to have a hard time seeing this article in Apple, but it's absolutely there.
Yeah.
And I know exactly what's going to happen. I know how the managers in these retail spaces are going to downplay it and how they're going to shift the conversation away from it. And it's going to make the people who are having these experiences feel less valid. Because when you try to say, hey, I'm having a problem, and people are like, yeah, but not everyone else is having the problem, so let's try to, it's like going to Thanksgiving dinner and people saying, don't talk about this because it'll upset grandpa. Like, doing that in your workspace is just like such a manipulative way of trying to maintain a status quo that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just try to help. Like, I know lots of people over my tenure at Apple have like been upset about certain things. I just try to encourage them to like follow up about it.
I can tell you all the stuff the article says about HR not helping and not supporting and sweeping things under the rug. Also, 100% accurate. Absolutely my experience. I've dealt with them on many occasions. And it's just, there is no, Apple makes it look like there's recourse, and there's not. Yeah. There's just not.
Yeah. See, that's not acceptable, right?
No. So I don't know. That was, on one hand, I was very excited to see like this experience put out there, but on the other hand, I'm like, this is not going to make the waves that it should, especially because Apple generally has a more acceptable reputation than, you know, your Amazons, your Googles, your Microsofts.
Right.
So it's like, it'll be easier for their PR machine to push this away.
Companies to work for a long time.
Yeah. And,
okay, here we go.
Well, I don't know, but that's interesting.
Yeah.
What else did I do this
month?
month?
I mean, we had that discussion, and then I went on vacation. So like, I don't know if we're going to continue to have it also.
You're going to come back and it's going to be like, everybody's like, hi, Laura, it's so nice to have you back. And you'll be like, what happened while I was gone? You're the only one that didn't get the drug.
I did not get maybe drug free since, I don't know, I was gonna make a joke, 93 or something, but.
Oh yeah, was that How I Met Your Mother? Vomit free since 93.
Vomit free.
Yeah, since 93, and then you puked down the doormat. That's first season shit right there. I'm trying to think of other shit I did this month. It's honestly mostly just, I had a conversation with Ben and Adam, and
oh yes. When was your most recent conversation?
It was the conversation I had with them, the interview. I have not heard anything since, so I just don't know, man. I have no idea what my standing is. I was told that I really distinguished myself with the edit, got a lot of really good feedback on some of the extra work I put into it and my sense of humor and style in the edit I did, and I'm just sort of sitting on my hands. It is. I remember getting hired at Apple was a 2-month process. At this point, I think this has been maybe 4.
Ooh, yikes!
So I'm just kind of dying a little bit, man. I just have no idea. I just have no idea what's going on, and I really want the job super badly. Yeah. But on the other hand, I think starting tomorrow, I have another paid podcast gig rolling some stuff my way. So so that'll be kind of nice. It's something I'm less excited about, but it is good work. Good work.
Yeah.
Are you in a car now? Your environment
just got into
sounds
my
different.
car. Yes. I just got into the car and I am about to head home.
Yay! Yeah. Get it with all the Christmas decorations that Ellie got for you, so you can dress up your house.
I don't have to shop for anything else. Yeah. Great.
That's Hey, Charles, I'm gonna go shopping with Ellie. Wink, wink.
Shopping. Yeah.
Oh man.
We had a nice time though. But it was nice. I think yesterday I was feeling a little bit like Ellie was too young to wander around a town like this and have a good time. But after this morning, I think it's actually totally doable. Yeah. It was a little too cold yesterday. Also, I'm an absolute dingleberry, and I forgot to bring her winter jacket.
Uh-oh. How cold is it now? It's pretty cold today. It's only like 4. It's 40. It's fine-ish.
It's 50 here now, so it's actually pretty nice. But yesterday, when I got here, the sun was starting to set already, and it was like in the mid-30s and dropping. Fair. So yeah, that's not great for a little bean like that. No, a little bit chilly. So I had her in a long sleeve shirt, a sweatshirt, a vest, hat, and mittens. I mean, that's very cute. So I guess because I do have to dip because I actually am recording like 3 different things today, and I have to edit this today, and I have to work out and go do shopping and stuff. So I got to get my ball rolling. But before we disconnect, I know I have not exactly been a wealth of conversation topics this month, but we both have a week off. What are your plans for the week? Oh yeah, I was gonna kind of go over that with you. So I'm going home now. Monday, I think I'm gonna see one of my coworkers who has a 4-month-old, so we're gonna do baby time, which I think will be very cute. Ellie will probably not be that interested because the baby's pretty young. But we're just gonna like hang out and be coworker parents together for a little bit, which will be nice. And then I'm going to spend the night in the city with my friend, also bringing Ellie along with me. So we're gonna do like put Ellie to bed and watch the Christmas Prince movies and drink red wine together. So that'll be lovely. Nice. Very excited about that. And then Friday we're going to my father-in-law's when Charles gets home from work. And we're gonna stay the night. And the best part about that is his girlfriend's well, they both really love Ellie. And so they're going to wake up with her and let us sleep in, which is going to be really nice. Hell yeah. I'm not going to lie, not having to wake up today. This is the first Sunday in a while I haven't had to wake up. Just sleeping in that extra hour, man. Ooh, such a difference. Nice. Such a fucking difference. Oh my God. Yeah. Incredible. So I will say I really expected last night to go worse because the last couple times that we've tried to sleep in the same room, we just keep each other awake. And like it hasn't been good in the past. But last night I put her down. She did not enjoy being put down to bed. So she like screamed a little bit and then I picked her up and then I like told her that everything's gonna be okay. And we like spent some time singing another song. And I just told her that we were in a new place, but I was gonna be right there. And then I put her down and I went to take a shower so that like if she needed to cry for 10 minutes, like she could do that. And I could not necessarily just sit there and listen in the same room. Yeah. And by the time I was done, she was asleep, which was great. That's fantastic. That's the dream. 8 o'clock. Yeah. Put my headphones in and I watched the most recent episode of Wheel of Time on Amazon, which I'm still a little skeptical about, but it's definitely getting better. And I'm enjoying very much. And then I watched the most recent episode of Discovery. Yeah. And then I was asleep by like 10:30 and we did great. She woke up at like 7:15 and like she woke up just crying, so like that wasn't so great. But like we both actually slept really well last night. Yep. And I was very excited about that. Fair enough. That sounds lovely, honestly. Yeah. Also, most recent episode of Discovery,
One consistent complaint I've had about the show is like, man, they are just firing off this dialogue so fast. This was the first episode where we just got people hanging out in hallways and in their quarters, just like enjoying their lives and having real conversations. This felt like such a significant episode to me in so many small ways. I loved the vibe of it overall. I was just really happy. The co-op Malat is like an interesting thing I want to see more of now rather than a novelty. I thought it was fucking great. I love this episode of Discovery so much.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I'm really excited to see what they do with Gray. Like, I really hope that he becomes a main cast character, because that'd be really great.
That was the Gray thing was the most disappointing part of the episode, just because there was no like problem to solve. It was just like, we're gonna do this and hope it works eventually.
Yeah.
And I would have liked there to be something to engage with.
Yeah. They added like the stitch of dialogue where he was like, "Oh yes, you were guiding me. I heard you and I felt you." But like, it would have been cool to visualize that while it was happening.
Exactly.
In some way,
yeah. They just told us that it happened. We didn't see any struggle happening. Right. It just basically felt like kind of like, all right, you put this bread pan in the oven. Just fucking hope it bakes. And I'm like, I know how stories work in TV shows. It's gonna come out a baked loaf of bread. I get it. Which is like, I mean, for people who are being represented by this particular storyline, I'm sure it resonates a lot more than me. For like, I'm not represented by this storyline, so I'm just like, could you make it a little more nerdy? Could you give me something like dorky and mathy to hang on to? Come on. But I love what they're doing with Book. David Ajala is just so good. He's so captivating as this like broken person. I love him so much. But I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that because this episode hit me in a different way, and I really liked it. Really, really liked it.
It felt a little bit less like they were doing the huge like obviously that storyline was still involved, but it wasn't so much like, and this is what our season is about.
Yeah. And like, just like,
nice.
Honestly, take a stopwatch, count the space between sentences. Like, the editing is so much more relaxed, and it makes it feel, and like, I had some of that homey feeling of Next Gen without it feeling like it was trying to call back. Like, it was just them incorporating the style while it's still being Discovery completely. And I'm like, yes. But oh well.
Nice.
But that's I'm pretty excited to see Discovery continue on this path. So before I go, how's about sometime this week I give you the FaceTime tour of the house, because you have done that for me, and we try to play Halo together at least once.
That sounds great.
Let's do that.
So Ellie usually naps for a couple hours in the afternoon, usually from like 1-ish to 3-ish. And during the week on like Tuesday and Thursday, for sure, Charles will be at work. So we got nap time and then we got post bedtime.
So
we should have some time in that.
Thursday is safer than Tuesday, but Tuesday 1 to 3 should be fine for me. If you want to try to do that and hang out and have some fun. I'm guessing.
Cool, that sounds great.
I'm guessing a very short term let's hang out in person is off the table, so I guess I'll just have to settle for let's just play video games. Shoot. You know how much I hate that. Damn it. I really missed what I was going for there. I guess this will have to work.
We should FaceTime while we do it, though, because we usually try to FaceTime while we're talking. And obviously, when I'm out on adventures and stuff, we are not doing that. So
yeah, I have a feeling
been quite some time since we've seen each other.
I do feel like if we did try to do a FaceTime during this adventure, Ellie would have grabbed your phone and I would have just had a video of a 1.5-year-old's like close-up chin as they sprint down like a fucking subway stairway or something.
Yes, that is 100% what would have happened. No subways in Princeton, but yes, everything else would have happened.
Hey man, what the fuck do I know? I thought she was talking to a police horse, so...
Yeah.
All right, I do have to let you go, though. Enjoy the rest of your drive, and I will... Hey, I'll see you on Tuesday.
Hey, see you Tuesday.
Woo! Bye, Ellie.
All right.
No.
No.
All right, bye, Laura. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye, God. Sounds good.
How You Doing is a Common Geeking program production. Starring Laura Becker and Colin Ketchen, with editing and original music by Colin. You can see and hear more at the website podfriend.pizza, or follow HousePod on Instagram for a real-life look at their friendship. If you enjoy the show, spread the love. Tell a friend, share your favorite episodes, and remember to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Colin and Laura will talk to you again on the first Monday of every month. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.
Come and meet